Good afternoon, guys. Brian here, and today I want to give you my quick impressions on the Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game Z-95 Headhunter expansion pack. Now, if you aren't aware, the Z-95 is, in fiction, the precursor to the much more widely known X-Wing. They made the Z-95 first and said, hey, this works almost perfectly. Let's tweak it a little bit and make the X-Wing. Hey, what do you know? We have the best starter Cypher. We have the best starfighter ever. So now that I blew the money shot in the comparison with the X-Wing, let's talk about what you do get in this expansion. In it, of course, you get all the tokens and everything you need for the ship. You get the maneuver dial, and if you guys don't know what this game is it's a tactical miniatures combat game. There are some missions that you can perform where you do things other than just fight each other. But the crux of the game is every round you choose a maneuver to do on your dial, and everyone chooses at the same time. When everybody's done choosing how they're going to be moving, you then grab the appropriate tile or the appropriate template and put that at the base of your miniature, and then move your miniature to the end of it. And then you guys can move on to the combat where you then try to blow each other up. And it's rather tactical and kind of loose-based and kind of cool combat system. I enjoy it. And each expansion pack you buy, each ship you buy, comes with cool new stuff. Like, they generally come with they each come with 4 pilots, and you only have 1 miniature, so you only can use 1 of these. And the pilots can do some cool stuff on their own. Like this guy, Aryan Kraken, after he performs an attack at the closest range, and range 1 is that range right there, that close away, so you have to be really close, an ally gets to do a free action, which is something like sense or target lock. That can be really, really cool and advantageous. Or, another cool thing is this guy's ability that he is always considered to hit, even if the opponent suffers no damage. So things like this assault missile, I suspect, unless I'm reading the rules wrong, that says if the attack hits, each other ship at range 1 suffers 1 damage. That means that basically if he fires this thing into a crowd, everybody, except perhaps maybe the main target, is definitely going to get hurt for 1, which is kind of awesome. I'd love that they include cards to describe the new rules that you might not have known about. That's a really cool and handy way to have these new rules available for play. Actually, if they made cards of the generic rules, or the regular rules, that'd be cool too. And this guy also comes with some cool new equipment that you can add onto him, like this modification. If you attack with something that tells you to discard it, like this assault missile, for example, you only discard it if the attack hits. And that's really, really cool and really powerful. If you have this assault missile from earlier, and you don't have that pilot who always hits, it makes it so you can keep firing this until it does hit. It basically makes this an assured hit, which is really cool. You also have some cool things like the wingman here that removes stress tokens from guys close to him. And just the Z-95 really does seem like a support craft, and to be honest, it seems like something that's be really good for rebels to have in their fleets. So I look forward to seeing this guy in action. I haven't actually yet, but I look forward to it. Actually, no, I don't, because I'm going to be fighting it. Anyway, he looks really cool. In fact, let's give you a close-up of it. I always really liked the look of the Z-95. I don't know why. I generally prefer harder angles to the roundedness of the back here. And I'm pretty sure the Z-95 only had 1 of these engines, not 2 on each side. But that's me being a Star Wars nerd. But I like the Z-95 because it's basically an X-Wing. And this is just a really cool rendition of it. In fact, if you really want to get a close-up of the difference between them, there's the Z-95 with the X-Wing. Slightly more angular cockpit, slightly bigger butt. Yeah, there's a better view of it. Actually, no, the Z-95 has a bigger butt because of the hump back on him. Or is it a little longer on the Z-95? I'm curious now. Excuse me while I do some measuring. Yeah, it's slightly longer on the X-Wing, but slightly taller on the Z-95, so that's a little cool. Supposedly, the Z-95 doesn't usually come standard with a hyperdrive. You have to get those added separately, whereas X-Wings come with that standard. But yeah, so let's throw the Z-95 there and show you guys how this looks with some other Rebel craft, huh? Of course, we've got the Y-Wing. Let's throw an A-Wing in there. And why not? There's a K-Wing for you. So they look cool. I like the Rebels always do have a really cool unified, ununified appearance. They basically all have share the same color scheme, but the ships look nothing like each other almost. And I always kind of dug that. So I guess that's basically all there is for me to say on the Z-95. I am curious to know what you guys think about it. Which do you prefer, the Z-95 with the angular, or not angular, what do you prefer, the Z-95 with the camel hump curved thing, or the more angular X-Wing? I'm curious, because I keep going back and forth about which one I like better. Because I like it and I don't like it. What do you guys think? And if you guys are curious about seeing a game of this in action, leave a comment down below and I'll see if I can convince the rest of Plan D Avalon to give it a shot and show you guys. I also want to take a moment to sincerely thank those of you who have subscribed to us and passed the word on to your friends about us. You guys are amazing for doing that, and we are forever in your debt, and I sincerely thank you guys. You're awesome for spreading the word about us. Until next time, guys, this has been Brian, aka Rexaleader 1, Gold Squadron, signing out. No, that didn't work.